Well,
That's
okay.
That's okay.
I got to
The
talk.
Belleville Area District Library Board will please come to order. We will begin with the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much. We will now go with our roll call, and I turn things over to Alma Pew Scrubs.
Jacobs. Here. Fleming.
Here.
Jerica.
Here.
Peters.
Here.
Priest.
Here.
Stottlemyre. Here. And Hughes Gross. Here.
We are all here, which is always a positive, happy thing. Our agenda is before you, and we can entertain a motion to approve it.
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved by Jerica and supported by Chehevitz that the agenda be approved. We don't have any real change in the agenda. Item 6 will be a discussion item rather than an action item for the board, but we will go through it. So, has anybody else got, how are you? Does anybody else have, anything or any comments or change or any agenda? Then we will go ahead and vote approval as it is. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed by saying no. There are no nays, and the agenda is approved unanimously. Now it's time for the February 13th, 2024 regular meeting minutes, which are in the packet and were emailed and disseminated in advance.
Make a motion to approve the minutes.
Joy Chehevitz
I'll
makes
second
moves
that.
and Linda Priest seconds the approval of the minutes. If anybody does have any corrections or questions, this is the time for it. All those in favor of approval of the minutes, please signify by saying aye. Aye. And those opposed by saying no. There are no nays, and the agenda is approved. The minutes are approved, the agenda and the minutes are approved. Now it's time for public comments, and we do have a few members of the public. Are there any of you who wish to speak tonight? Seeing none, I'm happy to see all three of you. All three now familiar faces, because Maria's becoming a familiar face to us. And then we move from item 5 to item 6, which I previously mentioned to you as not an action item, but a discussion item, and I will defer to Director Suchi to talk to us about it.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what the price was going to end up being. That's why this was on the agenda in case you needed to vote to approve this, but the software came in under $5,000, so it does not require a approval by the board, but I did want to loop you into what we've been doing and what we chose. We have been evaluating room booking and calendar software. The current product that we're using, as I told you before, is sunsetting. So we need to get going on this and get some new software going. I had a committee of library staff who looked at about 5 different vendors and narrowed it down to 3 and looked at a lot of different factors in choosing the product. It will end up costing about $2,500 for the both pieces of software. We're going with SpringShare. It was picked because of the affordability factor, as well as the ease of use for public, and as well as recommendations by other libraries who are using it. The prices kind of ran the gamut. We had someone else who's I wrote it down. One of the projects was about $10,000, so that kind of shows you the range.
I was impressed, I talked a little with Hillary while Mary Jo was gone about this, and the committee, the library staff who worked on this, it was an impressive group, and they really did a good job, very thorough, and looked at a lot. It's gonna make a lot of difference for how they do their jobs, and it is seen as an outreach function, a way for us to reach out to the public. I'm such a Neanderthal online, I don't do all this stuff, but most, a lot of our folks, really, it's online that they avail themselves of our
Room
services.
management piece.
Yes. Mhm.
We use it for our staffing calendar.
Okay.
What were your other two?
We also looked at Vega, Local Hop, Estimate, the EBSCO had another product too, yeah.
Will be.
So Mary
I've
Jo,
heard that good things of it.
every time somebody wants a conference room, they have to go online to reserve it, is that,
Or we intervene for them and do it for them.
okay, so.
They can call.
But they could do it from home,
Do it from
or
home,
they can
yeah.
come in and.
Are there, are
And if
there,
they want to register for a program at the library.
are there people or groups or committees that will reserve a room and then keep that reservation going for every month, say the month over month?
We have a policy where you can't reserve something more sooner than, I think it's 30 days in advance. I have to go double check.
Okay, so you have to go in 30 days, after 30 days
Yeah.
to reserve them.
Although things kind of seem to shake out, people,
Yeah,
So we do have some groups here that generally are able to, we're usually able to accommodate most of
okay, got it.
There are a few days of the month where things kind of still, where it's like, Tuesday seems to be one of them. Board meeting Tuesday, everybody meets.
Our room as well, and we've been utilizing all our rooms, including the local history room for quite a few things too, so it's a good thing that we built in a few cushions. So, thank you very much, and I'm glad for the frugality of it all. This turned out to be very well. I know it was a good group effort by our talented library staff. I think our committee report should go fairly quickly tonight. Well, that's what I think, but who knows? So here we go with committee reports. The building committee.
Nothing to report unless
Okay.
Mary Jo has something.
Anything, Mary Jo?
Flagpole.
I believe we are still working on the flagpole light. It looks like they were having some trouble removing the casing for it.
Well, who would have thought that flagpole light was there?
So the electrician was going to meet with Beam, in order to figure that out.
But, I must, well.
On your way out this evening, check and see if you see one light lit or two.
I always, we planned it and looked at it when we were planning and thought how pretty they are, but I never see them. I never even noticed the duct tape when the thing isn't working. That's probably just me. I hope other people don't really notice the duct tape. I hope we can get rid of it and get it fixed, but we've been trying. John, bylaws committee?
No report?
Tanya, do you have a report today?
No reports.
Right. And marketing, did we get a date?
No, we didn't do a date.
We didn't yet get one. I know you and Linda.
Just
Okay.
was busy.
I think you brought it up, or someone brought it up Saturday at the Friends.
Right, and Hillary went to the Friends, but
Right.
she's not here tonight, so I don't know exactly what the.
I did speak to Donna a little bit, but not
Did
in
you?
depth about it yet.
This little talk is to be transparent. We spoke last month and are still thinking about working as a board to help the Friends engage people better. The Friends have a wider membership than they have engaged members. And if we can think of a way to utilize the board's resources and our building's resources to help bring people in and get them involved and get them working with the Friends, that'll be great for the Friends and great for us too.
I was thinking the eclipse, which was so wonderful the last time we had it, that might be an opportunity.
Yeah. That was a popular
Engaging
place.
people, that's April 8th, I think.
Yeah, I
I
think
will
we,
be gone, but, I think we had so many people and we could have used a lot of volunteers that day. So maybe
we need to engage the whole public for that, I would think.
it was cool though.
Yeah.
So just a thought, I mean, that's just one thing that popped into my mind.
Yeah, well, Linda and Alma have agreed to work with Donna Gilkey-Laban, who is the chair of the Friends, on working this up, but schedules have been busy and things happen in people's lives, so we'll see in
We'll work on-
April, we'll see in April what they're thinking about. Thank you. Then, personnel and policy. Policy and art, I think, are gonna go together today. Dan, Michelle, Mary Jo, who wants to talk?
Well, I was talking with Mary Jo and, we had staggered terms of all the people on our committee just to keep it diverse. And everybody's term, was over in January of this year.
So we wouldn't have
So
our committee
we're
if
still like, okay, there's no more art committee, but there still is, okay. So I was talking to Mary Jo and I said, do we really need to have a 3-year staggering? Is this necessary anymore? Because we established it, like I said, for diversity and giving people an opportunity to come in and go out and exchange whatever. But things have been going pretty well and last time we met was January 2023, so it just shows so far it's working quite smoothly. And so, we just don't think that that's necessary anymore. The committee to stay the same. And that, they're appointed people mostly, you know what I mean? So like there has to be, 2 trustees, which is now John for MJ in Elma, and 2 artists, which is myself and Noel. And 1 person from the art council and 1 person from the Friends, which is Donna and Cheryl Wagner, and then of course Mary Jo. So as long as these people want to stay on the art committee, we just didn't think there needed to be a
We
term.
just thought it was cleaner to let the organizations involved determine who they want to have on the committee and how long they want them to be on.
Right.
So
There's nobody
So for the
banging on
the
the
Friends
door
and-
saying, I want on this. Let me have a chance.
I don't want to do this anymore.
Right,
So that's what's really important. for
Right,
me
that we-
anyway,
we
so.
don't have to throw them out for some arbitrary words.
Is Noel still on our staff?
Yeah, she works on.
Right.
Yeah.
So Mary Jo contacted Dan and Dan felt.
Yeah.
There's really no reason to keep that,
So all we are doing is eliminating some words. You do have the
right?
item in your packet. It's eliminating the item, the number 1, so it'll be renumbered.
Right.
This part of the art committee. And that art committee has been functioning really very well. And it's really been an important part of our library. And a lot of thanks again to you, Michelle. But, so can we vote on this tonight and just have it done? Mary Jo.
Oh.
It's in her- She's on the beach. We probably do have to have some kind of a vote
Yeah.
to change
Yeah.
the policy.
Mhm.
So the vote is to eliminate some language. So I will defer to our policy committee member to make that motion. Policy committee chair.
So the motion is to remove the item number 1 on the art committee members policy. The line that's struck out in the policy that's in front of you.
There has been moved and seconded by Chehevitz. So by Fleming and Chehevitz. That we strike item 1 on the policy as recommended. Is there further discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed by saying nay. There are none opposed. The motion carries with unanimously with no dissenting votes. And I believe that ends the committee reports unless there was anything else. From,
But yeah,
from
can I
our,
just remind everybody that we have, our current exhibit is Gary Washington, he's a photographer. And, and all the work is for sale if anybody's interested. If anybody noticed in the quiet room, one of the paintings was crooked. I fixed that today. I was like, oh my God. But,
well, people have been banging down the door about that.
but no one called me. That's just it. I went, oh my God.
I think it took an art.
We might not notice.
Well,
I think it took
you know,
an art.
so it was like, there's a little bit of white there, and I thought, oh my gosh, it scraped the paint off, you know, and then I thought, oh, gotta get Jason up here, right? It's the museum putty. Somehow the painting had swerved, I don't know how, maybe somebody knocked it by accident or something, it doesn't matter, it's fixed.
Good.
You know, it's fixed, so it's okay.
Thank you.
And then to let you know that our next exhibit is the student exhibit, I think it's grades 8 through 12. That'll be April through June. And then July through September will be Steve Paulson and Kim Ench, which should be very interesting because it'll be sculpture and collage and fiber. And then October to the end of the year will be the award winners from the our council exhibit, so. And I don't have 2025, but that one's already booked. And I have a couple artists for 2026. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Michelle. Yeah.
Oh, and just another thing, Cheryl Martin, the one artist that had that piece that had, okay, she has her work in the display case.
Oh,
And
okay.
it'll be there until, the next, it'll be there till the end of, beginning of April. And she was she was very happy with that.
We can protect it and
Yes,
she's
I'm
happy.
very pleased, very pleased. So that worked out really, really well.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, the big fun item on our agenda every month, accounts payable. We have before us, kind of a regular list of our accounts payable, and it's time for us to approve our expenditure of money to keep us going. Basic maintenance, most of this, I think, but there are always some things that you don't if there's anything that anybody doesn't understand why it's on there or what it is, please ask now. Bye, Michelle. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Michelle.
So, it's just weird, the TLN book billing, January 24th, and telephone.
Yeah.
The telephone's
The
coming,
majority is book billing.
yeah, telephone is on that bill.
Yeah.
All kinds of communication comes out of the TL.
Motion that we approve the accounts payable.
Good, it has been moved by Stottlemyre and
Second.
seconded by Chehavis. She's very busy tonight. That the accounts payable be approved. We have one more chance. Is there anything on there that you want to ask about? Now's the time. Seeing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. All those opposed by saying nay. The ayes have it. We have no dissenting votes and our regular expenditures for the month have been approved. Yeah. And now we are finished with our action items, and now we go on to our items of great interest. I really wouldn't mind hearing all about the beach myself, but it's time for our director to tell us whatever she wants to.
So I was on the beach and my very capable assistant director, Hillary Savage, did the director's report for me this month. So I want to give a shout out and credit to her for this. She took care of everything while I was gone. We had a sleepover program for stuffed animals, the stuffy sleepover.
That's a great one.
And
And there's a picture
Kids
in here.
kids had story, there's a example of our children's librarians stuffed animal. Having fun at the library, so we had about 16 kids at story time. They left their stuffed animal with us, their stuffy with us, and the stuffies got to spend the night at the library and got up to all kinds of shenanigans while everyone was gone. My little conference table in my office was amazingly clean when I got back, and I don't remember leaving it like that. I found out that the stuffies were playing cards around my table.
And you might find a picture of that on our website. I was told that those would be posted, but I haven't double checked. But it was really cute. The kids came and then they left. Then they were able to look at pictures the next morning of what their animals got into while they were gone.
So it was a really good program. Just wanted to circle back really quick to the library software that I just told you about earlier. Wanted to thank the rest of my staff for assisting with that. We had a lot of people working hard on that. Especially Jennifer and Jessamy did a lion's share of the work and trying to track down all of the information, and they just did a really, really good job.
Jennifer and.
Jessamy.
Just gets back.
Jessamy.
Yeah, just, I mean,
Jessamy.
I see the team programming, well, youth and team programming, I guess. It's gone
Been
up
pretty good, yeah.
really big, yeah.
So yeah, all our programming is up, adult programming is up. We did some, couple of really good big blockbuster programs there. Just got out of the potato famine program this evening. I think we probably had about over 40 people attending that, so. The attendance numbers.
our February Black History Month programs were, well, especially the last one, it was really full.
One on the Underground Railroad was really.
It was really, they
We're
were all
pulling
good.
extra chairs out.
That was real great.
It's an excellent program. Speaking of the eclipse that is coming up, we have a couple of things happening surrounding that. And we are still, this is pending us receiving our eclipse glasses. We do have them on order. They are not yet in the building yet, so knock on wood. We will be actually distributing those before the eclipse. So on Saturday, March 30th, we will be handing them out here at the library. Between noon and 5, I believe. And while supplies last, we are limiting it to our residents, so people from Belleville, Van Buren and Sumter. Requesting
can
people
get
bring
the
either their
glasses.
library card or their ID. It's gonna be limited to two per family.
Hmm.
If we do have more after that time period, we will have them available up at the checkout desk, but those are hot items.
We had 2,000 for the last big eclipse, and
How ours
people
went last time?
They all-
from Ann Arbor were coming, and
So that's why we're trying to
Yeah.
disseminate them before the eclipse, because it makes things a little bit less.
People last time
Yeah.
brought in welding goggles and
Okay.
things like that.
Yeah.
I remember because they didn't have goggles. They
Yeah.
didn't have. It was a great event.
Yeah, so.
And that was on the old library.
Yeah, so we're gonna, a little
Here
bit
we
colder this year. Last one was in the summertime, it was a little bit easier to do some programming. We're going to have a watch party for the eclipse, the day of. So we'll have it on live stream in the COSAD room. We'll have some different crafts and activities available for everyone on that day as well. So, and then prior to that, we're having a special little scientists program on April 3rd.
These things will be able to see the eclipse from the deck. Chance.
Maybe I'll have to see which,
Yeah.
where the sun is.
Kind of the best viewing area. My son's going to
Nice.
Dallas to see it,
Okay,
because I guess Dallas is really good. But,
So-
yeah, see some.
so anyway, we are doing up for those, looking forward to it. Also encouraging people, if they have their eclipse classes from 2017, as long as they're in good working order, they're not scratched or dented or bruised or messed up, then, those can be used. We suggest that if people do have them, to hold them up to a light at their house. And, you know, they should be able to tell that everything is being blacked out. What else do I have? I have article about some of the other Michigan libraries and what they loan out. So we are in good company with our library of things that we are developing.
We aren't running out kayaks and canoes.
Well, we'll have to put that on our list.
There's one that you can rent them at.
Right on Main Street.
Right.
That
Well,
one's
they
out
have
to
like
do
a
business.
vending
Yeah.
unit for them, I
Oh,
think, at
wow.
French Quarter, I read somewhere.
French Quarter.
Do we have hand?
French,
The park.
French, what is it
Landing.
called? Not French
Landing.
Quarter, that's
Landing.
in New
Well,
Orleans.
that's in New Orleans. I'd like to go do that. but-
Do we have magnifiers?
I think we do,
Oh.
yeah. And then, if you know anyone who has issues with memory,
Maybe I better.
especially, you know, big issues with memory. We have a memory cafe that we are holding on Friday, April 26th. It's a free event for people with memory difficulties and their caregivers.
When is that?
April 26th.
Yeah, I was looking at this thinking, yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't just need to recommend it to somebody, maybe I need to come have somebody remember to bring me here. Good, well, thank you. Any questions for Mary Jo? How many pebbles, how many sands, how many grains of sand on the? Oh, we're glad to have you back with us.
Glad to be there.
We are certainly glad that your trustee deputy was able to provide a good report and the whole staff, so thanks a lot. Now, is time on our agenda, we're moving right along.
I have one question for Mary Jo. This is
Okay.
tomorrow or Thursday, the movie,
Oh, Thursday's movie night,
Right.
yeah.
yeah, and it's Strangers on a Train, is that the one?
One minute.
Okay,
I think so.
okay.
Well, movie night is a good night for people to gather around
Yeah, if
here.
you haven't come, it's really worth going to.
Okay.
The guy is really knowledgeable and very
I
interesting.
haven't been able to go with them for a while. But I think we'll finish it. Now we go with the trustees' chance to talk. And who wants to go first?
The old man.
The old man.
At the end of February, we had our 4th birthday for the library. It was really cool, really enjoyable. Also, personal issue, I'm gonna be a grandfather again in a couple weeks. My son Jesse and his husband
Oh,
have a surrogate mother in South Carolina. They're moving down there this week and spend a month there and waiting for the baby, and they invited my Deb to come too. I think they need some assistance.
well, everybody does.
do.
Wonderful.
It is. It's amazing what money can buy.
Is it a boy or a girl, do you?
Sure, no name yet.
Oh.
They have keeping it a secret.
How many grandchildren?
They'll be number 4,
Okay.
2 boys and 2 girls.
Well, good.
I'm very excited. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That was a good report.
Yeah.
What you got? Oh, you can volunteer, I said. You can volunteer. Good.
My niece is looking forward to the Uno champion tomorrow. I think that's part of the youth program.
Okay.
So I think that's tomorrow, right? The Uno, card playing, so she's looking forward to that. And, I thought that there was a change on our landing page on our website. I don't know. I mean, I use that quite a bit. It looked like it was different to
We've
me.
changed a couple of things on there,
Yeah,
updated a couple of things.
okay. And and there's gonna be more updating to that, I guess. as
I
we
mean, a
go
lot
forward.
more, yeah,
Okay.
that was just.
That was just
Yeah.
A spot right there,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I just noticed it
That's the
because
next, that's the next thing we're going to tackle is the website,
Okay.
the website.
Good, good. Look nice. Look nice. More to come.
Thank you. And from this side of the table, who wants to go first? Tanya?
So I recently discovered that my library card isn't working, so I'll be stopping by the podcast to get that fixed. I just wanted to say it's great to see everybody this month too, so great surprise.
Glad that we have the full house. I do too. I appreciate it too. Who's next?
I'll go next.
Boy, we're
She
going
cut
right.
out on us, but I just wanted to thank Michelle for everything that she does. She's a
Yeah,
tireless volunteer and she hangs stuff herself, and I'm sure that's pretty challenging, but I appreciate everything she does, and she's quite an asset to the library.
indeed. And it's great.
I don't have anything big. My building is gonna be opening up in June sometimes,
Oh,
but now
good.
it's like, we've been waiting, and it's like our building committees over and over and over and over. So I'm a little on the tired side. 'Cause it's been
Is it
so-
an infection that's holding it up or? what?
Oh, no, it's not. The construction
Construction
has
still happening?
barely started, but at least furniture is almost ordered and
Wow.
it's, yeah, and they tore out a few more things. So, but
Well, we'll keep our fingers crossed for June
June,
and you'll keep us updated.
we're at, yeah, I mean, she said a preview party,
Oh,
you know, as a donor fundraising kind of thing for June 9th, and I'm like, are we gonna be open? Will we be walking around the construction?
well, that's.
Yeah, I know, you guys can relate to this.
Yeah, has it been a whole year? that you've been
July,
closed down?
July 1st.
I was thinking, yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and everybody's tired.
right, every time I pass by there. Yeah, that's an important part of downtown Ypsilanti.
Well, I'll tell you what, the businesses knew
That you weren't there.
that we weren't there. They knew what we provided in terms of traffic in downtown
Uh-huh.
and space for our homeless folks and all of it.
Yeah. Well, good
Good
luck.
and bad, I guess.
Hope that it works. Hope that June works out. Well,
Just want to encourage everybody to come Thursday to the movie. I just think it's a cool thing for our library to have. And I'll be gone next month. I'll miss you all, but on a cruise, so.
You won't be missing it too bad.
just like Mary Jo
Yeah.
does. Mary Jo and John almost scooped what I wanted to talk about. One is I thought she was gonna be here, but Hillary did a fantastic job. I promised to be a great support to her, but I kind of fell short. So she carried on and kept everything going. I did communicate with her during the week, some. And with our staff, it was phenomenal. I think it's a mark of a great leader if she's got things lined up and can delegate and have people carry on well. And we had a really good week. And you see with this room booking, calendaring software progress, that was a big project and they moved it along even without Mary Jo whipping that chain. And John, when he mentioned for our first birthday party, which was also our fourth birthday party, which happened since we were together last time. I know we talked about it and we were remembering being so nervous whether we could really open for that soft opening. But ever since the 29th of February, I've been meaning to reach out to Debbie and John Juriga. They are truly a class act, and they provide the most beautiful flowers for our library. They're right in the door. The remnants are still there, but as they went on that week of the birthday, they were such a pretty touch. And I thought, man, that was really a sweet thing to do.
Thank you.
And since I neglected to call you guys like I meant to, I'll thank you publicly.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I really, it's heartening, the amount of support and the way that members of the public in all kinds of ways show their appreciation for our library, and it's really a great job to do, but it's a nice job to do now that we don't have to sweat whether the building is gonna be open and whether the materials are gonna be, so I know what Joy's going through all over again. And Joy had to lead us. This is her second round recently on that.
Well, I'm on the other side. I'm the staff person, making sure things are all gonna work smoothly. It's like, wait, and then we're gonna be flying, trying to get the books on the shelves again.
Yeah, it is a lot. Well, we'll all celebrate with you. Well, that's my thing, John. You've got a big function here.
Madam Chair. make a
John
motion-
Juriga, what would you like to say?
Madam Chair, I make a motion that this meeting be adjourned.
I will second that.
It's a new record.
Yeah, we actually had a 1.5 hour meeting once. I wish I had written down when it was, but we had 8 o'clock once, but we're close. This meeting is adjourned.